Hey everybody, Marcia here. I am back today with another scrapbook process video for My Creative Scrapbook. I'm using the June main kit. This amazing kit featured the Vicki Boutin Sweet Rush collection. Love, love, love this kit in bright colors, and you can mix it with mixed media and have some fun, which is what I did here. Each month, My Creative Scrapbook has cut files that are available with your kit subscription, and today I am using one that's called It's Raining Love. This cut file is from Pear Tree Cut Files, and like I said, it's available with your kit subscription. And if you do not subscribe to the kit, it is still available, I believe, on the Pear Tree Cut File website. I wanted to back my cut file in the colors of the rainbow and create an ethereal effect with my clouds still, so I wanted to use some vellum on my clouds, and then I mounted my cut file on some white cardstock. So I did this for a few reasons. The pattern paper I cut out. I wanted to do some machine stitching on the rainbow in the same color thread as the color of my pattern paper. So I have pink, orange, green, and blue. There's not enough spaces in the rainbow to do the yellow and purple, so you can't do all of the colors, but I picked the ones that I could do easily with the pattern papers that came in the kit. And I wanted to sew these on to the cut file, but unless I actually was able to place those on something in the back, I wouldn't be able to do that very easily unless I did it directly on my background paper, and I didn't want to do that either because I like to pop my cut files up with some foam tape. So what I did is I backed the rainbow in clouds with white cardstock, so the clouds with the vellum behind it is in white, and then when I put it on the pattern paper it will pop a little bit more, and instead of over this cloud pattern paper, which would be a little busier. There is a stencil that is included in this main kit featuring this Sweet Rush collection. So the stencil is it's the water wave, kind of looks like the pattern paper in the collection, and it was not available when my kit was shipped. So instead I am using a stencil that was sent out with the December kit. And this too is a Vicki Boutin stencil, and it starts off with my favorite. So for my layout, I thought this was a perfect stencil. I am using some Vicki Boutin iridescent glaze over the top of my stencil, and I'm using a palette knife to make sure I have full coverage over the stencil, and then I'm going over and I'm wiping off the excess with just a business card, and then the excess I can just stick right back in that jar of iridescent glaze. I'm using the mint washi tape from scrapbook.com to keep my stencil and pattern paper in place while I'm doing this, and it makes for a very clean stencil. You don't get any bleed through on this. There's no movement then. That mint tape works wonderful for keeping things in place. On the other side, on my pattern paper side, I'm just protecting my paper with another piece of just white cardstock. I was worried the tape might possibly tear the pattern paper when it was coming off. I moved the stencil down underneath the first portion of this that I did and repeated the same iridescent glaze on that bottom third of the layout. When that's dry, you can see it gives it a very shiny effect, but it's still really subtle on top of this pattern paper. You can see too how my cut file looks with the stitching in the rainbow. I just love how that turned out. So I put some foam tape, and I'm recycling some chipboard as well on the back of this cut file and putting it up here. And then I'm adding a die cut that says "You Are My Sunshine" and putting that on top of my rainbow. This really was the inspiration for this layout, that "You Are My Sunshine," and I just kept thinking of that song. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. So I just figured, okay, I'm gonna put the lyrics up in my rainbow. That's what I'm working on here. I'm using a Thicker's guide, and this is a curved one. It's not quite a full circle, but it's close, and it follows the curve of my rainbow really well. I can arrange my puffy stickers directly on this Thicker's guide and then move it to my layout. Once it's on my layout, I can just hold the top down and then pull the bottom of the guide away and then fix anything that happens to shift accidentally. It's a little tricky with the curve and with all of these small letters on there, but so much better than trying to guess where things should go and then move them and restick everything down. Then I'm going back and adding the "When Skies Are Gray" on here. And so the curve on here didn't match exactly, so I'm trying to pull it away, and this time it didn't stick as nicely as the first time, so I am just fixing a few of the letters here. These puffy stickers that I'm using are from Pink Fresh Studios Everyday Musings collection. Now that I have my title up here, I want to get my photo down. I had a really cute photo of my niece Cora. She just turned a year old. I believe she's 8 months in this photo. And I just love this smile on her face here. She's so adorable. So what I wanted to do is mimic the hearts that are hanging from the cloud. I cut out her photo in a heart shape and hung that from the cloud on the right side of my layout. I'm going to get out my Bow Easy to tie a bow so that I can dangle that photo from the cloud, just like those other hearts are hanging from the cloud there. The Bow Easy is a tool I love for tying bows. It makes it so easy to do. I got this tool at a local card shop, but you can also pick it up on Amazon, and I have a link in my video description below. That's basically my layout. Thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to check out all the kits at My Creative Scrapbook this month. They are amazing. I'm using the main kit, but they also have a creative kit, a limited edition kit, and an album kit. Bye-bye now.